10 days ago, when I was taking shelter from Hurricane Milton at a third-party location, well, I mean, this has been inception, right? But we had our first looks at Honda's 2026 redesigned Passport. This was at the Rebel Rally where a couple of female Honda engineers took the new Passport off-road. It's one of the longest off-roading, if not the longest off-roading competition and races here in the United States. We only had a couple shots of it, and we will have a full-on reveal of this vehicle and the pricing and packaging in probably the coming weeks, and I will bring it to you guys, so make sure you are subscribed. But we do have some additional information today, so we're going to hop on over to the Honda newsroom. Honda shedding some light on the off-road capabilities, features, accessories for the new Passport and TrailSport. So far, I feel like everything we've got from Honda with the teasers and any information leading up has been just on the specific TrailSport. We haven't heard a darn thing about the standard Passport trim. So let's get into this. If you guys are excited, smash the like button. If you're new to the channel, my name's Kirk. I talk about industry auto news. I will be getting some time with this Passport and maybe an Acura vehicle here in the near future. And I will be able to bring that information, those reveals to you guys in the flesh, well, via YouTube, but I would be in the flesh with these vehicles as I debut them to you. So make sure you are subscribed. And make sure to stay to the second half of this short video today. We're going to discuss the recent spy shots of the Prelude. We're going to break down any recent rumblings of the Prelude as well after we break down the Passport, the 2026 Passport redesign. So I'll see you in the second half for that. And let's get into what juicy nuggets. So very brief, just what, three and a half paragraphs here. I have not read this, so let's get right into it. 26 Passport TrailSport. That's always been a mouthful for me, but anyways, ultimate Honda adventure SUV, packed with true rugged design, increased capability, innovative off-road features to enhance performance and driver confidence on tough trails. The most capable and off-road focused Honda SUV yet. The Passport TrailSport features especially engineered 18-inch wheels. That's great to see. 31-inch all-terrain tires and bright orange heavy-duty front recovery hooks. And a substantially shorter front overhang yields an improved approach angle. Of course, we don't have official approach, breakover, departure angles quite yet. We will get them, I'm sure, in the coming weeks. New technology to enhance the off-road experience includes an available new TrailWatch system with 4 camera views, front, rear, side, and 360 degree. The TrailWatch system also has a new tire path and vehicle body guidelines shown in the center display to help drivers navigate obstacles outside their natural line of sight due to the slope or proximity, such as blind crests, deep ruts, and the trail's edge. Honda engineers took the rugged capability and appearance of the next generation Passport to a new level by creating the broadest line of Honda genuine accessories ever for a new model launch. New accessories include strong and durable rock sliders that can handle the weight of the vehicle, augmenting the TrailSport standard heavy-duty steel skid plates. An aluminum front scuff plate to protect the front fascia from damage, and an extensive new line of available cargo accessories with an overlanding focus, such as the Molly, and I apologize if I'm not saying that right, M-O-L-L-E in caps, modular, lightweight, load-carrying equipment, storage system integrated into the rear cargo area. The trail-ready Honda Passport 2026 model year and TrailSport will be unveiled later this fall and arrive at dealers early next year nationwide. So let's take a look at the back of the Passport TrailSport. Well, any Passport. I'm 100% positive it's a TrailSport model, but let's take a look at the back, okay? So we have some more accessories. You can see that this has Passport writing on it, SSP, for example, on this like rugged floor liner. It's kind of like this rubbery plastic thing right here that's going to be easy to clean and protect the carpet on the traditional floor that sits underneath of here. All right, let's look at this. We have 150 watts of AC power, this sort of accessory power I see in the minivan. I'm testing this right now, the 2025 Honda Odyssey. So make sure you guys stay tuned for more Odyssey coverage. You also have this button that you push here, and then you grab your belongings, and then you walk away, and then the hatch will close. And this is the Molly system that you can, tie in your carabiners, I don't know, whatever, your bungee cords, whatever else you want to put in this area. We have a first aid kit here. I'm sure the first aid kit is also going to be an optional accessory. We also have confirmation here of window shades for the rear. Okay, so if you guys decide to camp out in the back of your Passport, you should be able to do that and keep additional privacy on your side there. This is kind of hard to tell what kind of finish this is on the back door. It looks like that finish begins maybe with this little triangle here. It's really hard to tell, but this finish almost looks like a type of black or gray camouflage. Again, way too hard to tell here. And is this I don't think we've seen any pictures of the interior. This is going to be our first look of anything on the steering wheel, which looks pretty typical Honda at this point with some rolling wheels. And I don't know if this is the volume. Might be the volume. It's hard to tell. You got some paddle shifters in here to go through the 10-speed automatic here. That's connected to the V6. We have rear parking sensors. That's no surprise. We have child seat latches. That's pretty standard affair, obviously. Sunroof up top. I think you guys also can't see that sunroof entirely. So there you go. You can see it now if I shrink it down. But okay, well, I guess Passport here on the dash underneath this 12-inch screen. This is confirmation of the 12-inch screen. I guess I could say that. We also have the world's smallest volume knob here, but I love it. It has great tactile feedback, has great texture to it as well. So, and this looks like it confirms Google built-in as well, which doesn't really come as a surprise, but it's nice that Passport gets this nice 12-inch screen, and meanwhile, the Pilot, that family-focused vehicle, whatever, it came out before this just by a year and a half or two, and it doesn't have this big screen yet, which is kind of going to be disappointing for some people. I already showed you guys the tires. What do you think about the wheel design? Kind of like that fake beadlock wheel design. And we've already seen the front end of the Passport, so nothing too crazy here. I really love the amber daytime running light stuff going on here. It looks awesome. So anyways, going to shut it down there on the Passport. Let's get into the Prelude. All right, let's discuss what's going on with the Prelude. Well, the Prelude has just been seen in camouflage. It's been spy shot. I'm not going to bring those spy shots up. One, because, well, yes, I have access to those photos, but they've been out for a few days right now. So essentially, I'd be paying $150 to just show those spy shots. And those spy shots just show the car in Germany being tested. There is nothing new on those spy shots that we don't see here. In fact, you see more details here on these concepts, and these concepts are, as far as I'm aware, identical to the prototype that was spy shotted in Germany. All right, so there, I've covered that. Many of you guys have been asking me to cover those spy shots. To me, it's not very exciting because we know what this car looks like already. So what does it mean being tested in Germany? Well, we know Honda has gone on record saying that vehicle is coming to Europe. So there's no surprise that it's being tested in Germany. However, what's ironic is that Honda has not confirmed that this vehicle's come to the American audience, the North American market, despite showing it here at the LA Auto Show last year. I did a walk around of that vehicle for you guys, the Prelude. I also did a walk around of the vehicle in Japan at the Japan Mobility Show last fall. So make sure to check out those in-person walkarounds. I believe the car is gorgeous. It has a little bit of Toyota's hammerhead design. It's a little bit more compressed in the front, but I mean, it still looks really, really good. We need coupes. We need some coupes. We need some excitement on the 2-door/3-door front. When I was in Japan, I saw this vehicle at the Motegi Collection Hall. When I was in Japan, 3 weeks ago at this point, and it was cool. I saw tons of CRZs being driven by the population in around Utsunomiya outside of Honda R&D. But yes, this vehicle, is it going to carry a manual transmission like the Insight did on a hybrid, like the CRZ did on a hybrid, like the old Preludes The first, well, we had 4 generations. This is the 5th generation. Right? Holy cow. Are we on 6 generations? I think we might be on 6 generations Prelude. Anyways, it's escaping me right now. I'm sure you guys will roast me in the comments. The new Prelude coming out, it's been about 2 decades, right? Since the discontinuation of the old one or the old lineage. And we've been excited that Honda could put a manual in here. It seems to be all but confirmed at this point that it will not have a manual. And it seemed like those spy shots confirmed that. One of the Canadian journalists, when we were in Japan, there was the American journalist, there was Canadian, there was some Mexican journalists. We were all there together as Team North America just 3 weeks ago to test Honda Zero Series. One of the Canadian journalists asked if this would have a manual transmission, and that was pretty much shot down. It's extremely unlikely. I'm not expecting for a manual at this point. I was hoping for a manual because that would be cool and fun and be able to have so much buzz around this vehicle. Could you imagine Honda bringing back a manual in a hybrid like they've done in the past? That would have been incredible. I don't think they're doing it. If they do it, it's not going to be at launch. Maybe they relaunch it later on, right? I mean, didn't we see that with Toyota and the Supra? Okay, here's the new Supra. Everyone's excited. And then there's no manual. We're like, okay, well, it is what it is. It's just how things are. And then they launched it like, 3 years after the Supra launched, the manual Supra. I think that's a possibility here. I'm not saying expect it. I'm just saying it's a possibility, but don't bet the house on that. That's just me trying to find ways to be excited for a manual some way, somehow, but it's pretty much dead in the water, I would say, at launch on the new Prelude. And also keep in mind, when I was sheltered in at that third-party location for Milton, that Acura trademarked RSX, and this vehicle, I mean, if there's no way it's not coming as an Acura as well as this Prelude. Okay, we know Acura likes reviving old names. The Integra's back, the ZDX is back. Why wouldn't Acura put their own flavor, their own badging on this and call it the RSX? That would be incredible. The RSX, you guys know, was the Integra, but it was only the 2-door / 3-door version of the Integra that we got as the 4th generation Integra, if I remember correctly, in the early 2000s. I think it's going to happen. So that's the exciting part for me. I'm excited to see Acura's flavor of this maybe a year after the launch of this vehicle. So anyways, there's some Prelude talk. It's fun to talk about it. It's fun to have a coupe back in the Honda lineup with NSX, Accord, Civic. Coupes all been killed off over the years. Prelude obviously was killed off way before those other vehicles I mentioned, but the Prelude is the first one to come back as the coupe. So yeah, rest in peace S2000 as well. And I'm sure I'm forgetting lots of other. I mean, there was the Legend coupe at one point too. So anyways, rest in peace Honda Acura coupes. But I'm glad we're seeing a rebirth here. Fans are going to go nuts over it, even though it's a hybrid, and even though it doesn't have a manual. Speaking of manual, I will be getting the new Honda Civic Si for a week-long loaner in the next few days, so make sure you guys stick around for some extended coverage on that. Let me know what you want to see. If you want to see a fuel economy test, because if fuel economy is really, really good on it, do you even need to get the hybrid, right? That's a fun discussion for me. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. Let me know if you're excited for the Passport. I may have spoken more about the Prelude today. Obviously, you know me. I would prefer, I'm more interested in coupes than I am off-roading vehicles typically. Not always the case, but typically this time around, this Prelude's going to be amazing. So I just realized I didn't show you any rear pictures of the Prelude. I guess maybe, yeah, I didn't. So that's close. It's light bar. It's a little 911-y from the back. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. See you in the next one, and have a great day and peace.